Let's get our day rolling now with Michele Schneider. She is the Director of Trading Education and Research at MarketGauge. Always happy to have you on the show, Michele. And there's been some selling pressure in this market. What do you think about the stock market on these levels?
Not really. We saw lots of early warning signs last week. The financials have been ultimately the weak link, and they tried really hard to rally and reversed. We had the Qs go into a caution phase, which means they broke the 50-day moving average, and the SPY did. Tech had already been selling off. And it was the other sectors that looked the most hopeful. But ultimately, there's just too much news weighing on the market right now and too much uncertainty for it to be able to sustain itself. But it did hold at some interesting levels.
How much of a role is the Fed playing in the stock market at this juncture?
Huge. Last week, Powell said something, I think, that really started the spook in the market, and that is where he had always been talking about how they had more tools in their tool chest to use to prop up the economy. He basically said, there's only so much that the Federal Reserve can do, and it's up to the government. And so we had anticipated that perhaps there would be some kind of a stimulus package closer to the election. And now I think that has moved up in terms of its urgency because of the passing of Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And it puts Trump in a very difficult political situation because he has to decide which base he wants to please. His social conservative base, with a new justice being nominated in a very short period of time, or his big money base that has money in the stock market and is not going to be very happy about this meltdown that we're seeing right now. So we'll see what ultimately happens, but I wouldn't be surprised at some point to see some kind of headline, whether it's true or not, that the government has gotten closer to some kind of, even if it's a tentative deal on stimulus money.
Thank you, Michele, and we'll see you back here next week.
Thank you very much for having me, Angie.
For more Business First AM, check us out on social media. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.